So what are the organs involving in the alimentary canal? Mouth, esophagus, isn't it? Mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and at last rectum. And we have studied what is that? What is happening from mouth to rectum? What is happening from mouth to rectum? Digestion is happening. So what is that? Nutrition is happening. So it takes place in 5 steps according to your material. Okay. In some textbooks, means in some material, it will be given like 4. So whatever present here, we will read. First one is ingestion. What is the first one? Ingestion. Ingestion means taking inside food. Okay, once again I'm repeating. Nutrition in organism takes place by what is that? Digestive process. It starts with what? Mouth to rectum. The tube that extends from mouth to rectum. Okay, the tube that starts from mouth to rectum is known as alimentary canal or alimentary tube. It is the longest tube. So during nutrition, several organs involved. The tube consists of several organs. Okay, mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and rectum. So what? So it takes place in 5 steps. Ingestion. First we are taking food. Next, what is happening? That solid food. It is very big, no? It will be cut into pieces, digested. So that is known as what? Digestion. Okay. Changing of. So in normal language, we can say changing of complex substance into simpler substance with the help of enzymes. So what is happening? The highly particles. For example, apple will be very big. If we cut also, it will be like what? Pieces. So what is happening to the apple? That apple is changed to simpler substance. And how it is changed with simpler substance? With the help of enzymes. And energy is given to the body. And after energy is produced, it should be distributed to each part, no? Okay, each part. That is known as what? Absorption. Okay, it is sent to each and every part. Where digestion in these parts? For example, digestion takes place at mouth. Digestion takes place at stomach. Digestion takes place at small intestine. Digestion takes place at large intestine. But energy is needed to remaining parts also. No? For example, heart needed energy, lungs needed energy, isn't it? And what is our hands need energy. So that energy should be absorbed. It's said. And after going to each and every part, the energy is assimilated, means taken inside each and every part. And last step is that in that unwanted material. Okay, unwanted digested material. Okay, last step is what? So each and every organ is supplied with energy at the time. Not digested food material or unwanted food material is thrown out. That is the last step. That is known as egestion or defecation. What is that known as? Egestion or defecation. Means what? Removal of undigested food material from the body. That is the last step. So these are the steps happening. And what is happening in the mouth we have discussed. So let us again recall. I will write on the board. So what is that in the mouth? In the mouth, what are present? So organs we have this teeth, tongue is present. Okay, if you touch your part of the mouth, you feel wet. No. So this is because of saliva. Saliva is released by 3 pairs of salivary glands. Above, below, sides of jaws. Above, below, sides of jaws. That is why whenever you eat what is the tamarind, no? You feel here some sensation here on the backside of your ears. So means what? Here salivary glands are present. So whenever you taste the sour taste of tamarind, here some vibration happens because here salivary glands are present. Okay, so now the food will become wet and slippery. We have discussed this one. So whenever you eat the food, no, the food will become what? Wet and slippery because it should pass through tube, esophagus. That this tube is known as food tube, esophagus. Okay, so that process is known as what? Mastication. Mastication. And the food will be like ball-like structure. That ball-like structure is known as bolus. That is known as what? Bolus. Okay, so inside the mouth, one enzyme excited, changing of complex substance into simpler substance with the help of enzymes. So here, complex substance, for example, carbohydrates are digested. Carbohydrates are digested in the mouth. We have nutrients, so you have studied carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, etc. Phages, you have studied. So in mouth, what are digested? Carbohydrates digested by what? Which enzyme? Ptyalin. And this is changing into maltose. Okay, this is happening in the mouth. And after mouth, the food, the bolus. Now the food, the name of the food now in the mouth is known as bolus. Before eating, it is food. After eating inside the mouth, it is known as bolus. And the bolus will move from here, esophagus. Once you observe here, esophagus. What is happening? Wave-like movements are happening. And we have already discussed the wave-like movements are known as peristaltic movements. Peristaltic movements takes place at three places. One is esophagus, one is stomach, and one is rectum. Okay, peristaltic movements. Here in the esophagus, no digestion takes place, just it passes. And after that, it reaches where? To the stomach. To the stomach. And stomach contains two things. One is HCl. From the stomach wall, what is released? HCl. And another one is gastric juice. HCl will kill the germs. So we are eating food now. In that sometimes germs are present, waste metals are present. They are dissolved by the HCl. And gastric juice will act on proteins in the stomach. Okay. Gastric juice, it acts on proteins. Okay, proteins. What is the enzyme here? Pepsin. What is the acts on proteins? Pepsin. Pepsin will act on proteins. And what are released? Amino acids. Okay, proteins are changed to amino acids. So this we have already discussed, and we have discussed about after stomach it reaches to what? Small intestine, isn't it? So small intestine. So small intestine has three parts. We have already discussed. What is the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum? Duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Of these three, okay, of these three, which is the largest one? Duodenum is the largest one. Duodenum is the largest one. And next. So up to small intestine, the parts of small intestine we have completed. So what is happening? So what are getting digested in the small intestine? Let us discuss. So in small intestine, small intestine contains what? Duodenum, jejunum. So in this small intestine, what are getting digested? We will see. So carbohydrates get digested. First thing is carbohydrates. So we eat different types of carbohydrates. So we eat different types of carbohydrates. For example, if you are eating rice, no? Rice, next jowar or corn or anything if you eat, no? In that, which type of sugar is present? Malt. And another type, you are eating fruits, no? In that, what is present? Fructose. And another one is sucrose. So next, maltose. Maltose, which enzyme acting on that? Maltase. It will change to glucose. Next, fructase, sucrase, next, daily you are drinking milk, no? Milk. You are drinking milk, no? In that, what is the carbohydrate? Lactose. So lactose, what is the enzyme here? Lactase. So fructase will be changed to glucose. Next, sucrose it will be changed to glucose plus maltose. Next, glucose. Glucose means what? Energy. It is what? Glucose means what? Energy. So if you are while in games, you know, the glucose powder is given to the sportsman, right? So glucose means it gives energy. So this is what here? Energy. So you are eating what is the jowar, bajra, chapatis, rotis, no? So in that, what type of carbohydrate is present? Maltose. Maltose will be changed to glucose. How maltose will be changed to glucose with the help of enzyme known as maltase. So fructose, which enzyme? Fructase. Sucrose, sucrase. Lactose, lactase. So these carbohydrates are digested. Next, proteins also get digested. Proteins are also get digested into amino acids. A means what? Amino acids. So just change. Proteins. So it is not clear here. Proteins will be changed to amino acids. And fats are also changed to fatty acids. So means what here? All nutrients are getting digested in the small intestine. So what is happening here? All nutrients are get digested in the small intestine. Right. So here in the food that we take, okay, in the food that we take, what are present? Nutrients are present. What are nutrients present here? Carbohydrates are present, proteins are present, fats are present in the food. So after digestion, with the help of enzymes, how they are changed? Carbohydrates are changed to glucose, proteins are changed to amino acids, fats are changed to fatty acids. So these are complex ones and these are what? Simpler ones. So with the help of enzymes, carbohydrates, proteins and fats are changed into simpler substances. So now after small intestine, what is the other organ involved? Large intestine. Okay, but in large intestine, no digestion takes place. So we have studied many parts involving in the digestion, but digestion does the digestion takes place in each and every organ? No. In esophagus, no digestion of it. In large intestine, no digestion. But what is happening? Water and salts in the food. Water and salts are present? No. that are observed by the large intestine. So, in which part the digestion is taking place? Mouth, stomach, small intestine. Only three organs. They will ask you a question, giving choose up. Okay. So, identify the parts. Identify the parts in which digestion is taking place. They will give options. Mouth, esophagus, small intestine. One option. Mouth, small intestine, large intestine. Another option. None of the above. Next, fourth option they will give mouth, stomach, small intestine. So what is the option here? Mouth, stomach, small intestine. And they will ask another type of question also. Identify the organs which are not taking part in the digestion with the help of enzymes. So what are those? Esophagus, large intestine. Esophagus, large intestine. And up to here, digestion. Second part is what? Digestion completed. First one, ingestion, eating of food. After eating, digestion okay. Now what we have to do? Assimilation means taking. Absorption, no. Absorption should take. So you remember here, what are the end products here? Glucose, amino acids, fatty acids. How they are observed? Let us see. So in the food, what are present? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats. These are present, right? So in which one these are present? Food. So carbohydrates are changed to what? Glucose. Proteins are changed to amino acids. Fats are changed to fatty acids. So this is what ingestion. This is what digestion. So these both are observed by the blood vessels. Blood vessels, and this one is lymph vessels. Lymph vessels. So this is known as what? Absorption. So what are produced? Glucose, amino acids, fatty acids. No, those are absorbed by blood vessels. These two are absorbed by blood vessels, and the fatty acids are absorbed by lymph vessels. So that is known as what? Absorption. Next point is what? Assimilation. So after this, what is happening? The assimilation is happening. So here we write. So A, B, C. It was complete. So in B, assimilation. Assimilation. So whatever we eat the food, it is converted into energy. Okay. But not all the energy is utilized to do any work. Understand? For example, I am eating full of, what is that? Chocolates, biscuits, full of chapatis, fruits and all those. And I sit simply. What happens to my body? I will become fat. Isn't it? That is the true thing. And also sometimes daily we won't do any workouts, no, like walking or any work, going to school or doing any some household works. Daily we won't do. So what is happening? The energy. So every time the energy will be not used up totally. Okay, for example, we have eaten some food, and how much energy is produced? 100 joules of energy is produced. It is unit, J for unit. 100 joules is produced. But we have used only 50 joules. 50 joules completed. Remaining how much is present? 50 is present. So that is stored in other parts. like here in the skin, fat tissue. And sometimes it is used to grow the organs, tissue, fats deposited in the heart, fat deposited in the liver. Like that, what is happening? The remaining energy, it is converted into other form. Already fats are changed to fatty acids. But here energy is not used. Again, it is forming into fats and stored here. That is known as what? Adipose tissue. That is known as assimilation, very, very important. After absorption, so blood vessels will be flowing. Okay. So energy is produced. What energy is produced? Glucose produced, amino acids produced, fatty acids produced. Once again, I'm repeating. We are eating the food. The food contains these nutrients. That nutrients are break down and changed into glucose, amino acids, fatty acids. So they should be going to other parts no to give energy. How they should go? They need some waste. They need some waste. So what are the waste there? Blood vessels and lymph vessels. They are carried. For example, we have bore wells, no? Bore is present outside of our house. But it should be reached every part of our room. So what are present there? Pipes are present. Same like that. In the body, in the small intestine, what are those? This energy is produced. This energy should be given to all parts. So how blood vessels and lymph vessels will carry this energy? There, the energy is utilized, but the remaining energy is stored there only. Not used means what we do? We have more money. If not used, we will keep, some will keep almaras, some will keep in kitchen boxes, like that. So they will be deposit. That is known as assimilation. If it is not used, then it will be stored. How? By converting into other material. Okay, that is known as assimilation. Next, after that, adhesion. And if extra amino acids are produced, so proteins, amino acids are sent, then amino acids are not used. Then the amino acid is changed into urea and it is mixed with the water and we will go in the form of urine. Or sometimes what is happening, no? This amino acid, if more amino acid is produced, they are not used properly. Understand? So I have eaten only proteins. Okay, I will give you one example. I eaten only proteins. Proteins nothing but all dal, sprouts. I only eat proteins. So more amino acids is produced, but only half of the amino acids are used up. So remaining amino acids, they will be changing into what? Urea. I said no. If these are not used up properly, they will be changing into other forms. So amino acid will change to which form? Urea. Which form it will change? Urea. So that urea will be excreted through the urine. But if it is not excreted in the urine, they will be settling in the joints. They will be settling in the joints. So urea we are excreting means what? Waste, no, not useful. So if it settle here, we will get pain. That urea will eat the joints and we will get pain. We can't hold. You think here no joint is present. Can we hold this hand? Can we move? No. So how much we need energy, that much we have to take inside the food. Okay. Hope you understand. Next one, last one is known as what? Adhesion. Adhesion means removal of waste, undigested materials. Okay. Removal of undigested materials. Okay. Adhesion is different. Excretion is different. Excretion means by day-to-day activities, wastes are produced. No, that wastes are removed in the form of urine. That is excretion. Okay, tears are coming, sweat is coming. That is known as excretion. But adhesion is different. Excretion is different. Adhesion means unwanted digested material is thrown out. That is known as adhesion. How they are thrown out? From which part it is thrown out? Rectum. From which part it is getting thrown out? Rectum. Only food undigested. Undigested nothing but solid food materials. Excretion means waste materials, removal of waste materials. Okay. So here you see amino acids, they are digested already. But amino acids are changed to urea because they are not used. Now the urea becomes what? Waste material. Okay, removal of waste material is known as excretion. Removal of undigested material is known as egestion. So up to here, it is completed. Nutrition in human body is completed. Okay, right. Next one, digestion in ruminants. So our small topic is digestion in ruminants. Okay, digestion in ruminants. Ruminants nothing but cows and buffaloes. Ruminants are nothing but cows and buffaloes. For example, what they do means they eat whenever they find the grass. No, actually these cattle feed on grass. They will eat what? Grass. Whenever you will see that they will be sent. A group of cattle are sent. Okay, to eat grass. They what they do? They go on eating only. How much they are liberal? Okay, they are exposed freely. No, so they go on eating and eating and eating. They will eat that much only. They won't chew. They won't chew. Chew means that is what. Okay, they won't chew. They bite and they swallow. They bite and swallow. So after some time, they are allowed to sit under the tree. They will be there. At that time, what they do? Whatever the food item means nothing but grass. They will bring back into the mouth. They will again bring back the grass and eat. That already went inside, right? They already went inside and they will eat again. That grass already bring back. That grass is known as cud. Okay. First they have eaten grass and again they are allowed back to come into the mouth. That food is known as what? Cud. Okay, that food is known as what? Cud. So the process of bringing back the food material for again digestion, that is known as what? Rumination. That is why the living organisms which are bringing back the food material, that is nothing but cud. The process is known as rumination and the organisms are known as ruminants, or the animals are known as ruminants. So in ruminants, so in our body, the small intestine contains three parts. Okay. In our body, small intestine contains 3 parts. Like that, in the body of ruminants, they also contain 3 parts. Okay. They also contain 3 parts. Let us write that one. Reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. So what are the 3 organs present in ruminants? Reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. Reticulum, omasum, abomasum. Okay. So here you see reticulum in the body of what ruminants. What are present? 3 organs which are different from our body. They are present. In the reticulum, one organ known as rumen is present. Rumen. Okay. Rumen. That is why they are known as ruminants. In the rumens, what are present? Several bacteria are present. Several bacteria and microorganisms are present. They will digest the grass. If we eat grass, no, we won't get digest. Okay, if we eat grass, we will get stomach pain and we will die ultimately. Okay, grass if you eat. Because the corners of grass have sharp things, and you already learned that each and every nutrient should be get digested, means that related enzyme should present. Our body should produce that related enzymes. Okay, so in grass, what is present? Cellulose is present. In plants, what are present? Cellulose is present. For digestion of cellulose, what is needed? Cellulase. Which enzyme needed? Cellulase is needed. That enzyme cellulase is not produced in our body. If the cellulase is produced only, it will digest cellulose and give energy. If cellulase is not present, it won't digest cellulose and you won't get energy. It will stay like that only, we will get stomach. Okay, so in the body of ruminants, the bacteria and all other things, they produce enzyme known as cellulase that digests the cellulose. Okay, this is happening in their body. So next, another thing. This is about ruminants. The examples of ruminants: cow, buffalo, goat, camel, etc. Another one special type of digestion: rabbit. Rabbit. So here these ruminants, what these ruminants are doing? They are bringing back the food, which is known as cud. Here, this rabbit, what it do? Digestion. Digestion means you know fecus. Digestion means the digested material is known as fecus. 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 The undigested food material which is thrown out of the rectum. Fecus. Okay. That fecus, rabbit will digest the fecus and again it will eat the fecus. Understand? So it will eat what? Eat the fecus. Because this fecus, the first fecus, it is partially digested. And second time, it won't eat. Understand? Rabbit, what will do? It for example, rabbit will eat carrots, no? It eats carrots. So it has eaten carrot and it will go for fecus. Again, it will eat that fecus. Because the fecus is partially digested. partially digested. It is not digested total. Again, after eating fecus, second time it will remove the fecus. Now, at the time it won't eat. That is the speciality of the rat. So this is the nutrition in organisms.